Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the YouTube channel. This is Wilmington NC's Guide to Living. If you are thinking about moving to Wilmington, this is going to be the video for you. We're just going to be doing a deep dive into the area of Wilmington, looking at a map, going into the different little subsections of Wilmington from Wrightsville Beach to downtown, closer to Carolina Beach, what's up north, the pros and cons of living in both areas. And also, if you're interested, subscribe to this channel. We're going to be doing even deeper dives into stuff, getting hyper focused on different areas, doing neighborhood tours, looking at, what's the best place to live for you, top parks that you can go to, what's in those parks. If you like playing pickleball, we'll be covering all that stuff in neighborhoods as well. But yeah, let's get into it. So I just wanted to pull up a map though and just be able to show you guys like the full details of Wilmington. As you can see, I live up here in like the Murrayville, Ogden area. So this is a map of Wilmington, and I kind of like to describe it whenever I'm talking to people over the phone that like it's kind of like a kite or like a diamond. All right. So I kind of go with this little outline right here, all the way down here to Carolina Beach, come back up. All right. So you'll notice that I live up here in the Ogden, Murrayville area. Tons of homes up here in the neighborhood. This is where a lot of people will call Ogden. Murrayville's right here. Really went too far in, but so like really this is like the Murrayville area, so you've got everything that you need up there, from Lowe's Foods to gas stations. There's a gym up there you can go to. North Chase up here has a ton of homes in there. You've got your pool. There's a HOA in this neighborhood, but it comes with a pool, tennis courts, the full 9 on that. Murrayville right here, this is just a humongous neighborhood that just keeps going and going. It goes all the way up here onto Market Street. You'll see that this is called Ogden, but a lot of people will just say that this entire place right here is Ogden. Super cool park right here. You've got Smith Creek Park. It has like a little walkaway, nice loop on it with a cool pond. Up here, you'll see it says Kirkland, but a lot of people will refer to this as Porter's Neck. And so Porter's Neck is right off of what turns into 17 into Market Street, which you can take Market Street and go all the way to downtown Wilmington. Now, Porter's Neck, really, you have everything from Lowe's Home Improvements, grocery stores, dental office, Walmart, everything that you need to live up there. Highway 17, where it turns into Market right here, it really gets congested with traffic. So that's definitely a con of living up here. However, I mean, you kind of take it for what it is, considering that you're only like 15 minutes away from Wrightsville Beach, maybe 20 minutes away from downtown Wilmington. They also, though, this bypass right here was just complete. It's the biggest rave right now in Wilmington. Everybody's talking about it, whether you love it or hate it. It's really already like we've already been able to see a difference in traffic off of Highway 17 right here. And so like I'm loving it already, just because getting up here to what it's called Kirkland. Literally nobody refers to it as Kirkland. But this North Wilmington part, Porter's Neck, starting to go up to Hampstead, it cuts off a lot of time because you're not sitting here in traffic off of Market Street. Coming back down, though, you've got Ogden Park right here. It's got, I think, 12 tennis courts, huge football complex, soccer. There's always people outside playing soccer if you're into that kind of thing. It also has like a nice walking trail. One caveat about this park, though, is that there's signs up that says no pickleball allowed on the tennis courts. They really love their tennis courts there. Moving over here though, so if you live in this northern part, I mean, honestly, like Wilmington isn't huge. So if you live in Wilmington, the airport's going to be within 25 to 30 minutes of you, which is a big plus for a lot of people. Some people don't like the noise, and definitely living up here, anywhere close, especially within these runways right here, you're going to hear some like air traffic and stuff flying over. Some people hate it. Some people don't mind it. I myself, like, we hear planes, but they just don't really bother us that much. Like we just don't really care. So this is going to be Wrightsboro right here. I know real estate agents definitely refer to it as Wrightsboro. I mean, if you're not in real estate, then you might not really use these words. You might just say, oh, I live in northern Wilmington by the airport. But Wrightsboro also, you're going to have shopping. You're going to have gyms. You kind of got everything that you need. Plus, you're a really quick shot straight into downtown Wilmington right here. So this is downtown Wilmington. You've got, the historic part of Wilmington. Obviously, the riverfront right here. Tons of walking, shops, drinks, a lot more, bar scene, the downtown area. We've got the Battleship right here, which is a huge tourist location. The wife just walked in, so I'm just going to stop recording for a second. Cluttered in the video. I got that recorded. Sucker. All right, sorry about that. A wife walked in. I knew the dog just came in too, so he was about to start going crazy. So let's just zoom in a little bit on downtown Wilmington. We'll talk about a couple of the different areas. If you were to move downtown, or if it's something that you're interested in, and you're looking at, certain areas where you want to live, what you want to be close to, type of thing. So real quick though, let's just touch. So over here is Leland. Leland is, I mean, if you're not from here, people might consider it like a suburb of Wilmington, but I don't think that Wilmington's really big enough to have suburbs just yet. But if you live in Leland, it's a really quick hop and a skip across the river to get over to Wilmington. A lot of people who work in Leland live in downtown are able to get to Leland, or vice versa. If you work in downtown, Leland might be a really good area for you to move as well. Also with Leland, it's growing like crazy, so really your bang for your buck might go just a bit further in Leland rather than downtown Wilmington, or even other parts of Wilmington. But so if we zoom into downtown Wilmington, you've obviously got the waterfront right here. I really like to check. Yeah, there we go. So you've got your downtown area right here with your like waterfront walking. Obviously the Battleship is over here. The new Live Oak Bank Pavilion, we've had a ton of big names coming in through there. Everybody from Lady A to Jelly Roll to Dave Matthews. Other big names have been coming too. It's a really small venue, so tickets are normally pretty expensive for bigger names, but it's a really cool venue. It's also waterfront, so if you have a boat, you can come up here to the Cape Fear and park your boat out here. Might be able to catch some glimpse of the show. Marina Grill is a really good restaurant. Let's see. So obviously, though, you've got Copper Penny, Front Street Brewing's right here. So here is Front Street and Water Street. You've got all your restaurants all the way up through here. South 3rd is going to be like pretty much the main thoroughfare of downtown Wilmington. So if you're just cutting through, that'll be the way that you take. Let's see where Castle Street is. Castle Street's definitely like up and coming. It's been up and coming for a really long time, but this is Castle Street going right through here. It's a really cute place, a lot of cute little places to go to. Luna Cafe is really cool, nice little cute coffee shop. So down here, we're just moving a little bit farther south as we go. You've got Legion Stadium. Legion Stadium is where the Wilmington Sharks play. You've got Greenfield Park. Right down here is Sunset Park. Majority of the homes in here were built in the 1940s, a really old neighborhood, but like it's just continued to churn over and over and over. And so the homes in there, I've really described them as cottages. Really cute place, lots of like smaller homes in there. A lot of them have been, fixed up now, and it's just it's turned into a really good neighborhood to live in. Like I said, the Legion Stadium, you've also got like tennis courts, pickleball courts right there. There's also a public pool there. Whatever your opinions may be on public pools. You've got the main hospital, New Hanover Medical Park, is going to be all up in here. The Greenfield Lake Amphitheater. They also have some pretty big names come through here. Well, I'm not going to say big names, but bigger names than like a bar or something like that. I think like Sublime, like the Sublime cover band's been there, and a lot of cover bands and stuff will come through, and just that smaller crowd. But it's a cool place to go check out a show for sure. Let's actually just cut straight across right now. So this is South College Road. So you've got Market Street that comes all the way down here into downtown, and this is South College. So South College is probably like the main little strip of Wilmington. You've got UNCW right here. There's your Best Buy, a lot of shopping, your chain restaurants. There's a Chili's right down here. What else? Carolina Ale House. I think I already said Best Buy, Harris Teeter. My light just fell. All right, got my light fixed. So we're just going to kind of keep working our way east and just kind of keep going like this. So let's zoom out a little bit just so we can see where we are. So this was that Ogden area, like where we started out at. And now we're coming down south just a little bit. So this is Mayfair. Mayfair is a newer shopping center. type thing. You've got a ton of homes up in here, and you've got Landfall right here. Landfall was built, I believe, in the 90s, and it has a ton of homes in there. It's very like an exclusive neighborhood. It's got the Landfall Country Club. It's completely gated, the whole nine security. If you're looking for higher end Wilmington homes, this is going to be on your radar for sure. Majority of the homes in there are baseline right at $1 million, going up to like around $8 million at the high top end waterfront properties. There is other options in there as well. There's some smaller homes for 800 in that range, some townhouses and stuff in there. So there's some cheaper options if you want to get in there, but it's definitely one of the more prestigious neighborhoods in Landfall. Highly recommended if you're looking in the area and can afford that and want that type of HOA security gated community for sure. You've also got Wrightsville Beach right here. Wrightsville Beach, one of the prettiest beaches in North Carolina, bar none. A ton of people, like celebrities and stuff like that, will visit this island, have owned properties here. You've got everything that you could want on the island. However, it is very small, so real estate on this island obviously is going to be very expensive. There's something about, somebody told me a story a while back, the way the water churns on like the coast of North Carolina out here in the ocean, the way that it churns, and I don't know, this could have been completely made up, but it still sounds good. So whenever the water churns, just something about the way that it moves along the coast of North Carolina. Wrightsville Beach is like some of the clearest water. There's been some days where my wife and I have been out there like up to our necks, and you can look down and completely see your feet. It's really cool. A lot of times the water is great. Excuse me. All right, moving back in west just a little bit. So we've kind of been talking about South College. I mean, living in here, you're going to have to deal with a little bit of traffic through College. Not going to say a little bit. It's actually quite a bit of traffic some days. But I mean, it's a great area to live. If you live in here, you're very central to everything that you've got in Wilmington. I mean, you're not going to be missing out on anything. You're close to downtown. Airport's right up here. Wrightsville Beach is over here. One thing to point out is Casey's Buffet. You'll see they have 3,000 reviews. You live close to Casey's Buffet, it's a good place. Don't look at their sanitation score, but great place nonetheless. So as we continue south, let's see, we've got Longleaf Park right here. It's a nice park. It's got a sand volleyball court. I want to say like 2 miles of walking trails. Really pretty, like right off the side of College. Tons of green areas. Pretty sure they have some tennis courts and stuff like that as well. One thing that I did skip over, so you've got your Independence Mall right here. Obviously the mall is the mall. If you like living close to that, then that's great. It's got, you know, all the shopping. They just did some big renovations the past couple of years. So there's a ton of good restaurants around there. They've got a Lidl now with like an outside entrance and exit, so you don't have to go into the mall for it. All your, you know, chain stores and stuff are going to be there. We did touch on Novant Health. New Hanover Regional is, you know, the hospital that you're going to be using if you live around here and need a hospital, God forbid. Let's see, so you've got Pine Valley down here. That's a nice neighborhood. A lot of people love living there. Lansdowne Estates, once again, another nice neighborhood. So we talked about Sunset Park going down. You've got Echo Farms. So a lot of this area is going to be, you know, just a ton of homes. Real quick right here. So this is called Monkey Junction, and this is where 421 and 132 or College Road connect. And the story behind that is that there was a gas station right here at this corner. And back in the day, I don't remember how long ago, but there used to be a guy who set up like just a little market out there and had like a monkey that would hang out there. And so they started calling it Monkey Junction. You'll see that it's not really called Monkey Junction on the map anywhere. But that's what it is. So Monkey Junction, all of this area is considered Monkey Junction. If you live down here, you've got everything that you need. Once again, like everywhere in Wilmington, there's not really any bad places to live in Wilmington. You're going to have shopping and, you know, a Lowe's Home Improvements or a Home Depot, like somewhere close by where like if you live there, it's not going to be super inconvenient to get anywhere. The only thing, so like since we live so far up north in like northern Wilmington, we have friends that live in southern Wilmington, and so I mean some days, especially during traffic, it might take us 40 minutes to get from North Wilmington to their house when it's only like a 15-mile ride. And I mean, depending on where you're moving, if you're moving from LA to Wilmington, traffic's not going to be your biggest turnoff, considering that the traffic here is going to be absolutely nothing like the traffic over there. So another part to point out is Arrowhead Park. Really cool place. They have a disc golf. They have six pickleball courts. full disc golf course. Yeah, that's right. And coming farther south, all of this right here is considered Myrtle Grove. Masonboro Loop's very popular with a ton of nice houses off of it, obviously, because there's waterways right here. So if you want to live on the water, that's definitely an option. Continuing south, you've got Beau Rivage, great golf course. A lot of people like going there. There's also some nice homes in there. Beau Rivage has some older homes along with some nice new townhomes for sale as well. Veterans Park is another big park in Wilmington. It has 3 volleyball courts. It's like right next to a school. So if you did have kids, this might be a attractive area for you. You've got the Cape, another big neighborhood with homes ranging from 350 up to 800. With some being on the water. River Road has had a ton of development and stuff, especially on this west side of River Road. Some people may like or hate that. As we're moving down, so we're kind of getting out of Wilmington a little bit. Gonna hit just a bit of Carolina Beach. And so right down here is Carolina Beach. You've got Freeman Park, which is really cool. You're able to drive your 4-wheel drive vehicle out there. I'll preface that again as a 4-wheel drive vehicle, because if you don't have 4-wheel drive, you can look up videos of people getting stuck out there. But it's a cool place. You're able to drive out there. You're able to camp out. There's also this cool place my wife and I just discovered the other night. It's Carolina Beach Pier. They have like a bar on top of the pier. You're able to go out there. You can go out there at night, grab a drink, set out on the pier. The people who own Carolina Beach Pier also has had like a pumpkin patch open. So if it's a holiday, it seems like they're trying to do more stuff like that. It's like holiday eccentric. So you can go out there. We had some s'mores out by the campfire. A really cool place, especially if you're new to the area. It's a great way to go meet people because everybody's chairs are like around the fire and stuff. But yeah, I mean, this is Carolina Beach. So you've got your Carolina Beach walkway. And so, the waterfront area has the, Ferris wheel and all that stuff. I'll say Carolina Beach has a lot more of a touristy, blue collar environment rather than Wrightsville Beach being a little bit more white collar. But a lot of people like the blue collar feel over the white collar feel. Completely up to you. I don't love or hate either of them. Wrightsville Beach is our preferred beach only because we live closest to that. But a lot of people like Carolina Beach. You're able to get away with a little bit more. There's also a lot more restaurants and stuff to choose from. So even in the busy season, it might be a little bit easier to get onto Carolina Beach and have dinner rather than somewhere like Wrightsville Beach, just because it's so busy and congested all the time. But you've got all of these homes in here too, which makes Carolina Beach a little bit more of an affordable option just because there's a lot more inventory and you're still able to, hop in a golf cart, drive over to the beach, hop on a bicycle, whatever you want to do. I'm going to stop it there because really we could just keep going and go down into Curry Beach. Wilmington Beach, it's just called Wilmington Beach, but it's in Carolina Beach. But yeah, I mean, we're going to stop it there. If you guys have any questions or want to see anything particular, like zoomed in, if you have questions on a specific neighborhood, definitely let me know. Here to help. So if you want to reach out, send me a text, subscribe to the channel for more videos. We're going to be trying to do a video a week. Like I said, we're going to be highlighting, local parks, where to get the best steak, bars downtown, just any cool events that we have coming up that my wife and I just happen to go to.